I've taken several polls here at Toastmasters, our Noonshiners, and every time I do a poll, our little sampling always seems to come above average from what I find. I'm secretly hoping we're going to come in below average on this one. And just what little I know about our group, I think I might be right. But here it goes. Who in here is married? Raise your hand. Hi. Who in here is married to their original partner? I thought so. Excellent. Just out of curiosity, who in here has been divorced? Okay. So it was very interesting to try to find a solid statistic on what the average divorce rate is in the United States. But of all the different sites I came across, it definitely came somewhere between 40 and 60%. So I think here at Noonshiners, we've proven that, yes, we are below that average. Thank you. What happens? What happens from that time you meet somebody and you're so excited, you're so infatuated, you're so enamored with this person that you almost can't even do anything else. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you find it hard to work. All you want to do is make this person happy. And then 2, 3, 5, 6 years down the road, you end up one of these statistics. How does that happen? Personally, I've never been married, and I've had several breakups, and those have been hard enough. I certainly don't want to have to go through a divorce. I want to share with you this book I recently read called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Robin's read. Anybody else read it by chance? Oh. Why we don't have to. Let's hope we get it right now. So what Gary talks about in this book is that there are 5 love languages that we all need to learn. He's done several studies, or he's been a counselor over several years with couples, and he's come to the conclusion that it takes these 5 love languages to keep a relationship happy. So what is a love language? Well, let's imagine, say, Darren, that you just met me. You're kind of excited about the opportunity of a relationship with me because you find me attractive or what have you. And let's just say that you speak English. I know that might be kind of hard to pretend, but let's imagine all you do. I, on the other hand, don't speak English, and I speak a language you don't speak. French. Parlez-vous français? No French? Okay, so you and I have this relationship based on the international language of love. That will happen maybe for a short amount of time, but because of the fact that we don't speak the same language, eventually our relationship is going to fade. So what Gary talks about these 5 love languages is learning the love language of your significant other or your partner. And this is what he's narrowed it down to. First love language he talks about, words of affirmation. Maybe you're the type of person that needs to hear the I love yous, I appreciate you, I adore you, I think that you're the most magnificent thing on this earth. That's how you feel loved by your partner. Maybe you're somebody who regards acts of service. Maybe you appreciate when your husband or your wife takes out the trash, shovels the snow, does the laundry, does the cooking, does the cleaning. Maybe that's how you receive your love. That's how you feel loved. Maybe it's receiving gifts. You like to get that new set of diamond earrings at the holidays, or you like to get those homemade cards for the Valentine's Day or what have you, and that's how you feel loved from your partner. Quality time. Maybe it's that spending the evening together, no TV, no radio, no television, maybe just having dinner, just the two of you talking engagingly into each other's eyes, one-on-one. Or going on those trips together. Just the two of you, that's how you receive love. Physical touch. Doesn't necessarily always just mean sex. But maybe you like to have the person touch you slightly when they walk by you, or put the hand on the leg underneath the table. That's how you feel or you receive love from your partner. So what happens, according to Gary, with divorce, is that you have failed to learn what that love language is of your partner. And sometimes how you feel loved, maybe Darren, your love language is physical touch. Therefore, you show your partner that you love them by the physical touch. But maybe your partner feels loved by acts of service. So you don't do those little things like take out the trash or do the laundry or shovel the snow, which would make her feel loved. And therefore, because you have this disconnect, you're not speaking the same language, eventually the relationship begins to fade. This kind of came to light for me when I was reading this book with a friend of mine, and I haven't shared this with them yet. So I met this gentleman, and we were friends, and I knew his wife, and when he proceeded to tell me that he was getting divorced, I was flabbergasted. I could not imagine what had happened. And he would share with me that he didn't know what happened either. He said, you know, I did everything. I did the cooking, I did the cleaning, I did the laundry. She wanted a new house, so those were acts of service. She wanted a new house, I bought her a new house. She wanted certain appliances, she wanted new drapes. So he was buying her all these things she wanted, trying to show his love for her, and apparently it was falling on deaf ears. So when I was reading this book, I started to remember other things he said. He made comments like, yeah, my ex always wanted me to take her bike riding with me, but she didn't know how to ride a bike. She always wanted to go fly fishing, but she didn't know how to fly fish. She always wanted to go to lunch together. We only have an hour for lunch. Why would I take time from my work to go meet her work? She wanted me to drive her to work. He's like, she had her own car. When I was reading this book, I started to think, she required quality time. But he didn't realize that. I can't wait to share this with him now to see if he will agree with it. So the whole point of this speech here today is to kind of explore this option, this opportunity to grow and to learn. And if you are married, think about what is your love language, what is the love language of your significant other, and how can you both communicate that way to make it a lasting marriage. If you're not married and you're going into your next relationship, keep this in mind as well, and maybe you won't end up as one of those 40 to 60% statistics. Thank you.